The average American has less than $400 in savings right now. Not $400 left after bills, $400 total. And the wild part, that's not people who don't work. That's working adults, people with jobs, people who get paid every single month. So here's what most people assume. I just need more willpower, more discipline. If I could just stop buying stuff I don't need, I'd be fine. But here's the thing. Discipline isn't your problem. And the moment you understand what's actually happening inside your brain when you spend money, everything changes. In this video, you're going to learn why your brain was literally designed to resist saving, the exact psychological traps that drain your money every month without you noticing, and a simple mental model that rewires how you think about money forever. Let's start with something that nobody teaches you in school. Your brain does not understand the future. I mean that literally. There's a part of your brain called the limbic system. It's ancient, emotional, and it only cares about right now. The other part, the prefrontal cortex, is logical and future thinking. And every time you make a money decision, these two parts are in a boxing match, and the limbic system wins. Almost every time. Scientists call this present bias. It means your brain values $100 today dramatically more than $500 10 years from now. Even though the math obviously says, wait, this isn't a character flaw. This is evolution. For 200,000 years, humans who grabbed food and resources right now survived. The ones who waited died. The problem is, we are running ancient software in a modern financial world. And the world around us, it was built to exploit exactly that weakness. Think about this. Every single app on your phone, every notification, every limited time offer, every only 3 left in stock is specifically engineered to trigger your limit system, to make you act now before your rational brain catches up. Amazon knows this. Uber Eats knows this. Every fast fashion brand knows this. They've hired armies of behavioral psychologists to make sure your ancient brain never stops spending. Now let's do some brutal math, because the numbers are going to make you uncomfortable. And that's exactly the point. The average person spends $1,200 a year on impulse purchases. That's $100 per month on things they didn't plan to buy, things that are already forgotten. Now here's where it gets painful. If instead of spending that $100 per month, impulsively you invested in an index fund averaging 10% returns, after 30 years, you'd have $226,000. $226,000 from $126,000 from $100 per month that you're already spending on things you don't remember buying. And it's not just impulse buys. Let's talk about the subscription trap. The average person has 12 active subscriptions and can only name 4 of them. That averages out to roughly $219 per month on subscriptions, nearly $2,600 per year on services you're not even using. And the brilliance of subscriptions, from the company's perspective, is that they're designed to be invisible, small enough that you don't notice, automatic enough that you never decide to keep them. You just keep paying. If you've been getting value from this breakdown, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this content reach more people who need to hear this. Now let's talk about the system. Because here's something nobody says out loud. Banks, retailers, and lenders don't make money when you save. They make money when you spend and borrow and stay broke. The credit card industry alone collects over $130 billion in interest and fees every single year from regular people who thought they were just getting rewards points. The average credit card user pays $1,000 per year in interest, while earning maybe $200 in cash back. The math doesn't work, but the psychology does for them. And then there's lifestyle inflation, one of the most silent wealth killers that targets specifically middle-class people who work hard, get raises, and somehow end up with the exact same savings rate they had 5 years ago. Here's the brutal pattern. Income goes up, spending goes up proportionally, savings stay flat. Every raise gets absorbed. Every bonus disappears, and the gap between earning and wealth never closes. Now let's talk about what the research actually says, because there are decades of studies on exactly how people who build real wealth think and behave differently. A landmark study by Dr. Thomas Stanley, who studied 10,000 millionaires over 30 years, found that the number one habit of self-made millionaires was not investing in stocks. It wasn't starting businesses. It was living below their means, consistently, for decades. Not glamorous, not a hack, not passive income on autopilot. Just spend less than you earn, every month, without exception. The second key finding: wealthy people automate savings before they can spend. They don't budget and hope. They remove the choice entirely. This is called paying yourself first. And it works not because of discipline, but because it removes the decision entirely. You cannot spend what you never see. Now here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Most people think, I'll save what's left over. Wealthy people think, I'll spend what's left over after saving. It sounds like the same thing. It is not the same thing, not even close. One approach leaves savings to chance. The other makes it automatic, mechanical, inevitable. Here's a practical framework called the 50-30-20 rule, but with a twist most people miss. Most people use it as a guideline, something to aim for when they remember. The wealthy version is different. The 20% savings is automatic, non-negotiable, set up on day one. And if that means the 30% feels tight, that's the point. Let's talk about the identity piece, because this is where most financial advice completely misses the point. Most people think of saving as sacrifice, as saying no, as deprivation. And the brain, that ancient limbic system, interprets deprivation as a threat, which is why willpower-based saving almost always fails. Eventually, but when you change the identity, when you start seeing yourself as someone who builds wealth, not someone who restricts spending, the psychology shifts completely. Research from behavioral economist James Clear shows that identity-based habits are 3x more durable than goal-based habits. I'm saving for a vacation breaks down. I'm someone who builds wealth doesn't. So here's the practical starting point, not a 10-step plan. 3 things. This week, 1, audit your subscriptions today. Right now, open your bank statement and find everything recurring. Cancel anything you haven't used in 30 days. This one action recovers an average of $80 per month for most people. 2, set up an automatic transfer the day after your paycheck hits, even if it's $50. The amount is not the point. The behavior is the point. Starting now matters infinitely more than starting big. 3, name your savings account. Not savings. Name it Freedom Fund or Future Me or whatever actually means something to you. Studies show labeled accounts are 36% less likely to be raided in a moment of weakness. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because every week, we break down exactly these kinds of money systems, behavioral traps, and real strategies that actually work for regular people, not theory, not Wall Street talk, real stuff. Here's what I want to leave you with. You are not bad with money. You were never taught how money actually works, psychologically, behaviorally, mathematically, and you've been swimming in a system specifically designed to keep you spending. The good news? Once you see the system, you can't unsee it. And the moment you stop fighting your brain and start working with it, automatic transfers, identity shifts, invisible savings, the whole game changes. You don't need more discipline. You need a better system. And now you have one